Test, 1, 2. Thank you. Give it up for DJ Max in the house. Give it up for DJ. La 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 Desmond. Thank you, DJ. All right, you could turn it down, DJ. Turn it off, DJ. Thank you.
I met you when I was young. Too young to know what love even was, but hot Cheetos. You sparked passion in my veins when you first crunched inside of my mouth. Hot, 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 I would cry at the age of 5, but I was hooked to the lava pebbles on my lips. I love squeezing you in my palms and feeling you in my fingerprints. Even with the pain, it became a ritual to lick the last crumbs off my fingertips. 4 small bags for $1. Yeah, back then, okay? Not anymore. Those were the days. A daily dose of desire. I never shared you with friends. And that was our story for the first few years. But everything started to change when that honeymoon stage went up in flames. Despite my loyalty, you began to dry my smile like a desert. You declared a war inside of my body. You cut ulcers into my esophagus like a vicious soldier. You even dropped napalm on my stomach lining. Hot Cheetos. How could you do me like this? All I hoped for were fiery kisses outside of the liquor store. My goal was to sneak you into every movie theater. Thank you. We were going places like cross-country road trips and family reunions, but you killed all those fantasies. You crushed my trust into a pile of dust when you dragged me on the worst date ever, to the hospital. This is a true story, so be careful. All of you that eat hot Cheetos at like 8 a.m. Bedridden and nauseous, lightheaded and vomiting, the doctor's diagnosis was an overdose on toxic love. How could you do me like this? After giving you so much of myself, you dumped me with a ceremony of agony, bloating and burping every single day, every single night, every single time I thought I was over this heartache. You raised hell in the pit of my stomach, reminding me that too much of anything is never healthy, especially when it's you, hot Cheetos. The burning, unrequited love that still haunts me to this day. Thank you.
All right, everybody. So, welcome to Rise Up Poetry Night. Thank you for being here. I am one of your hosts, Mr. Contreras. We have a bunch of hosts today, so get used to the crazy insanity that we're trying to do today. We're trying to have a lot of different hosts, so the students take more leadership and ownership of this great event. I only ask a few things of the audience. One is to be present and listen. If you need to take a phone call or anything like that, you could always just step outside and then come back in. So please be present. This is a very, it's an emotional night for a lot of students. You're gonna hear a lot of different stories, a lot of different poems. Students are gonna challenge you to sit through something that might make you sad, that might make you happy, that might make you uncomfortable. But these students are writing emotional truths. Not everything they write is factual. They are creative writers, remember that? So they might be telling emotional truths that they've seen, okay? So that's number 1, is just be present and listen. Number 2 is this is a night of celebration, not a night of competition. So every time you hear a student be called up to the stage, we want to make sure we give them a really big round of applause. Every time they're called off, we want to give them a round of applause. And then, could you do me a favor? Could you snap like this? Snap, 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 snap. This is a big part of the open mic poetry night scene. Whenever you hear a student share something that you like, you could always say, like it tastes good, that sounds good, right? Or you could just snap to show the student that you're liking what they're saying. Also, if you hear anybody get tongue-tied or a little bit very emotional or stuck with their words, we just snap to fill in the silence so they know that we're here and we're patient and we're waiting to listen to them. So those are just a few of the things I wanted to say before we start. A round of applause to all of the Poetry Club, please. Please give the Poetry Club a round of applause. They have been setting up, hanging out. We're also in the back. We're selling a bunch of snacks and hot Cheeto. Oh my God, Hot Cheetos. No, I'm sorry, guys, but join the pain, okay? Hot Cheetos, Maruchan, chocolate. All donations go to the Poetry Club. So, anyways, let's get started, all right? First up, give it up for Chihiro Chua, president of the Poetry Club. And you guys feel free to grab the mic or just adjust it, okay?
I am the president of this club. Let's not get too excited. I'm going to be presenting my poem. It's a little nerve-wracking. I don't think I've seen this many people show up to a poetry night in like a very long while. Okay. Okay, yeah, thank you. I wrote this poem after somebody told me that I don't have a life, I don't have friends, and I'll never make it into a good college because of that. It's a bit harsh. Yeah, it's not really a hopeful poem. So I'm sorry if this offends anyone, but it's how I felt at the moment, and I hope that somebody in this room at least understands. Okay, it's called Return to Sender. Dear little me, don't write again. Your hopeful innocence will only lead to constant disappointment. You ask if things will be better. You insist that things will be better. You insist because you've seen it on TV. You've seen it in other people, but we aren't like other people. Things don't get better. The world isn't on our side. I'll tell you what life's like. I tell you what life is like right now. As a result of what you've done, you have no friends other than those forced to be around you. Those who wouldn't bat an eye your way if they didn't have to. And by the way, those you used to know already left you. You have no life other than what you were conditioned to have, a life of work that must be successful for a good life. And your work isn't even that good anyways. That's what everybody says. So you're no good for anything. So why work? There's no life waiting for you. There's nobody waiting for you. You're alone and hopeless in this world as a result of what you've done. What did you do? Oh, all you did was be yourself. You did everything you could and you did it all wrong. But it really wasn't wrong, I assure you. It's just the way you are. The world isn't on our side. It's just the way it is. So, little me, don't write again. Your hopeful innocence will only lead to constant disappointment. I hope you're disappointed. I hope you've learned your lesson.
Okay.
I'm staying up here, aren't I? Okay. I will be presenting the next few poets. Quick word though, I would like the next 3 poets to line up on that side, and everybody else that comes after, please line up on that side as well, because we have too many cables over there. I don't want anybody tripping. And I also don't want the sound going out. That'd be awful. Okay, so could we please get to that side of the room? Ebony Trejo, Justine Sabas, and Jacob Herrera.
Is Ebony here? Is Ebony here?
Okay, move on. Okay. The next poet up is Justine Sabas.
Hi, my name's Justine Sabas, and my poetry is going to be about life. The reality is life isn't always pretty and beautiful and generous and kind. It's not always giving and sweet. The truth is the world could be cruel. It could be cold and messy. It could swallow you up. It could leave you in the valley of the truth.
You got this, baby.
It's bigger back out.
Take a breath.
But you go on, you do the best that you can, and you just go on. Not because it's easy, but because deep down you know there's more to you than the pain. You do not rather burden and beat all the bad things that you have happened to you, but because bad things, you are more, you are every smile you have put on someone's face, and every time you make someone laugh. So go on, even when life shatters you, you are still something beautiful. Life may never be as sweet as you dreamed, but you are the sweetness. So you go on, not because the world deserves it, but because you do.
Thank you for that. Next up is Jacob Herrera, our secretary.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I am social media manager and is it up? Yeah. I'm a social media manager and treasurer of the Poetry Club. And there's no I don't have a name for this poem. I just wrote it. So it is said that after God created the heavens and the earth, he created man in his own image. Yet some may say that man rejected him and instead fell victim to this world and now its decadence. It too is said that man is inherently good, yet we pride ourselves in bloodshed and war. It is my belief that all humans are good, yet some choose violence, and that is something that even an atheist could agree on. Since ancient time, man has tried to justify violence and hate towards one another. If you ask a Spartan warrior why he hates Athens, he'd tell you because they have a democratic government, yet they weren't these both societies the same religion. If you ask Richard I why he thought it was good to send to go to the Holy Land and kill innocent people in the Crusades, he'd tell you God sent him. Yet aren't these innocent humans also God's creations too? When the colonization of Africa began, if you ask these countries why a fellow human deserved to be treated like an animal, they would say it's because of the difference of their skin. And yet aren't we all the same inside no matter race? So can we really trust all these excuses? If there is one thing common with most hate in the current world, it is that it's unjustified. But how we see slavery as unjust and unethical, what is stopping future generations from seeing today's problems as unjust and unethical? We need to understand that there's never any need for violence or hate. We need to remember that every single soul has the ability to be good, but it is the choice that will bring around the end of violence. Just how Aristotle said, it is our choice of good or evil that determines our character, not our opinion. Thank you.
Okay, guys, I kind of made a mistake. I'm sorry. I said that Jacob was the secretary. He's the treasurer. I always mix those two up. I don't know. I'm a little bit. I forget the difference. Woo! College-bound Chihiro. Good job. You won't be hearing from me anymore until later. So please give a warm welcome to our next presenter. I was going to say presentee. That doesn't make any sense. Please give a warm welcome to our next presenter, Luna Rubalcaba.
Okay, how's everybody doing tonight? Okay, next up, can we get DJ Ledesma?
My name is Max. As you already know, I was DJing right now, and I wrote this poem like 40 minutes ago. I crunched really hard for this, so I wouldn't say I'm proud of it, but like, it exists. It's whatever. It's fine. It works. I'm not complaining. So this is called Shadow. a background character, a mob, somebody who doesn't really have a job. I do what I'm told, and I don't complain, but nobody sees what I claim. I do everything, physical, mental, working for his hive. My feet work the machine. My feet, sore, blistered, cut up by the shoes I wear. My feet, strong and quick, built by years of doing everything possible. I'm not here. I'm in the background. A shadow doing all that I can. A man prideful to my name. Thank you.
Okay, how about that poem for the 40-minute crunch? Next up, can I get our VP, Checo Chua?
Let me pull it up. Where's my notes at? Where is it? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where it is. Okay. Hi. I'm Checo. I'm your vice president. This poem, I'm not exactly sure how to explain it in a way that's like going to seem like I could say it casually to you all guys, but let's just say there's been something hurting me for the past month. And I woke up at 2 a.m. and I wrote this poem because why not? Real. All right. Okay. I beg of you, open your heart. This world is cruel and unkind and the lights are dim, but they are there. I beg of you, before you hand over the recipe, the one that tells you how to break a family in one night that you consider. I am sorry that you felt the need to hurt me, but loving you was never a mistake. I believed that you could have made this world brighter. I still do. I fought with tooth and nail for you. If there was anything I stood up for, it was for you. They say your heart is the size of your fist, and if that's the case, then you had a home in the palm of my hand. I cared for you. You mattered to me. Consider this. You may be your mother's daughter, as your mother took after her own, and as if she took after those before her, but you are individual. Shatter the mirror all you like and gather the pieces of your reflection in a dustpan like your mother tries to reform the definition of a family. In every shard, it's still you that you're looking at. You, in control. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Take heed of my advice. I beg of you, open your heart. And to your mother, I am sorry that you felt the need to hurt your own daughter. For every kind soul on this planet, there has to be another who would intentionally hurt someone they love. How terribly sickening it is that you surround her, your only example of who to become. You ruin her, and the bullet of who's to blame misses you by half an inch, toppling down the rest of us one by one. Me, my sister, my mother, my father, were we anything ever but kind? It's all we know how to be. It's all I was taught, and it's all that I teach those that I love. I teach love. It's nothing that you've learned from me. Consider this. Why can't we all just love each other? It's souls like these that give the world its cruel nature, but we can fight it. There's a light, and it's dim, but it shines brighter for me the very moment I hear a thank you or an I love you. It shines brighter for everyone. So I beg you all, open your hearts. Thank you.
This is the last person that I will be presenting. Can I get Lux Ramirez? Sorry,
Okay, I promise this looks longer than it is. I'm just blind. I had to make the font super big. This is Dangerous Thing. You are a dangerous thing. But not in the way the movies describe. No, you're not a monster, a bloody fight, or poison pie. No, you're the kind of dangerous thing that eats at your insides, that kind of manifests squirming, worming insects inside of your stomach, where bugs and such begin to buzz and crawl. Yes, that's a way to describe the kind of dangerous you are. You're the kind of dangerous that starts to blur my mind, that kind that makes me begin to go blind, but I have been blinded before. I've had this virus infect me, I let it dig, I let it bore. So I've had my vaccines, I've cut my strings, and now I'm no longer so naive. So how does this keep happening? How do I trust so easily? I drop the walls I've made to save me and step into the darkness that's beckoning and just feel. I can tell my mind is beginning to reel. I'm debating and hating how my peers may feel. I'm beginning to worry this isn't real. I tend to let myself wander. This is now causing me to ponder. What if none of this is true? What if I don't mean what I think I do to you? What if I'm the actor playing the fool? What if this is destined for disaster? What if this isn't the thrill I'm after? I can feel my thoughts begin to fester as the dread starts to boil and pester. Good things that always seem to remain begin to fade into fear and pain, yet my heart still flutters. As the gentle wings of a struggling butterfly begins to break free from the pulsing, wriggling mess of other disgustingly distasteful insects fighting for its way out of me. I panic, I grip my chest, I'm worried this creature might slip out of me. I can't bear to imagine what you'd think of me. So for now, you are a dangerous thing, a volatile feeling inside of me, and I'm not ready to see how and in what way you will change me. Like that butterfly clawing at my chest, my wings are not colorful enough yet, and you're a dangerous unknown, a part of the world I have yet to go. So forgive me for being two types of things, both eager and fearful, distant but friendly. I promise I'm not trying to be mean. You are just a dangerous thing.
We have cup of noodle, we have chips, we have everything of that kind. Can I get the next presenter? VP Checo. I'm back and I keep coming in from the wrong side of the stage, and that's okay because I forgot. Okay. Yep, me again, Vice President. Woo! Yeah! It's my second to last time ever doing this, so be grateful I'm still here. And this is a wonderful night, so just enjoy it. Woo! Alright. Our next poet. Give it up for Sarai Daly. Get over here!
This is a poem about me stealing letters from our siblings that my dad would send from prison. So, this is called Thief. Like a thief in the night, stealing letter after letter, holding them close to me as if they were mine. Each handwritten word felt like a golden treasure, like a ruby between me and my father, even though it wasn't my gold, I imagined it was. Each I love you was a coin in my imagination. Like a thief in the night, I would lie to my classmates, telling them my father was in the army, or that he was so rich, my room was filled up with toys. I think that's why I'm such a good liar now. Like a thief in the night, I was only stealing something I longed for. I wanted something that other girls had. Like a thief in the night, I still can't forget those nights hearing my mother cry, or when I just needed my father the most. Even now, thinking back to those nights, the subtle cry in my throat never goes away. Stalking other girls with their rubies and their dimes is one of my hobbies. Like a thief in the night, the treasure was only a fantasy.
Well, there it is. Okay. I forgot to do this the first time I came up here, but can I call up the next three poets to line up on that side so that they can come over here? The next three poets are Vianney,
Ariana Sanchez, and Elijah Torres. That's it. Yeah. Give it up for VA.
Hi guys, so it's VNA. So, hi. I also wrote this. I was really debating to do this, but I wrote it literally in the middle of the night. So yeah, I don't care anymore. Is what I constantly have to tell myself. I say it so much that one day I'll believe it's true that I won't care anymore about you. That I'll stop thinking about that day that you left, how I was so obsessed over a boy who didn't even care about me as much as I did him. Some say I'm probably overreacting, and honestly, they're probably right. I feel like I'm out of my mind over someone who could treat me like I'm everything to them and act like a complete stranger to me the next day. How they can walk by as if they don't even know me, as if we didn't talk every single day. How can you act like nothing ever happened? How can you leave so easily, so unbothered by it? Was it even real? Or am I just making a big deal? But it's okay. I don't care. I don't care about how you once looked at me, eyes full of love. Now you look at me like I'm a stranger, just someone you had to get rid of. It's so embarrassing how I care so much about the things I love, how it's never enough. How to him I was just another girl, but to me he was my everything. But it's okay. I don't care. I know I sound crazy, I overlove, I overthink, I overdo everything. Maybe I'm just attached to something that's just holding me back. I know it seems strange to care so much about someone I didn't even date, but I swear it felt like fate, like we were soulmates. But in the end, I guess it was all just fake. I guess I cared too much about something when it was really nothing. But there's just so much I have to say about how I feel so betrayed, but it's okay, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care at all about the way you left things, about how you changed so quickly, about how I saw this side of you I didn't know was there. It made me feel so unaware, but I don't care. I don't care about how you made me feel so loved, so safe, and how about now you can't even look at me in the face. I don't care about how you complimented my eyes, the same ones I now used to cry, the same ones you looked straight at and lied. I don't care about how you act so distant, and how you changed, and how you act like I'm non-existent. Because of course, in the end, I was never enough. But I don't care. I don't care. Is what I constantly have to tell myself every day. I say it so much so that one day I believe it's true. But I can't change the way I feel about you. So I don't care anymore. At least not like I used to.
Before I call up the next one, I want to say that nacho cheese back there is ready. Get your nacho cheese, guys.
Someone over there is really enthusiastic about nacho cheese.
Okay, our next poet, give it up for Ariana Sanchez.
Hi guys, my name is Ariana, and my poem doesn't have a title, but it's about lying or cheating. It's short though, so. In quiet corners of my mind, your laugh lingers so sweet, but yet so unkind. Your true colors have shown, but I just can't fathom how I couldn't have known. When looking into your eyes felt like destiny, you just couldn't help but rob what was best of me. Each whispered promise now feels hollow as shadows stretch where light will no longer follow. Now left with the heart laid bare, the hopes I had of you have now vanished into thin air.
Restrooms next door are open for your information. I keep making announcements, but yeah. Okay. Our next poet, can we give it up for Elijah Torres?
I'm Malaysia. For those of you that know me, I'm Zero. This poem is called Hurt Me Again. Dear Diary, you don't know whether to scream or to break your own heart and begin to cry. It's been broken before, your heart that is, by your first love, not just broken but completely gone. He died that night. The night we broke up, the nights he cheated, the nights I cried. The day he ran upon the very look of my face. I've tried to forgive and I've tried to forget. I forget everything except each freckle on his face. Seeing those same freckles on a stranger who took his place, it's confusing. I want to forgive the one who took his place, but that one is him. An ugly, vile creature who took his place. Him and the stranger, I see the difference now. Now even the stranger can't hurt me, so you can't hurt me again.
Okay. My time here is done. I'm gonna announce the next presenter. Give it up for our next presenter, Sarai.
Next up, we have Luna, which is...
I'm back again. Okay, so Contreras' big mission this poetry night was to have his cabinet members memorize and enunciate and give it their all with these poems. And I just thought, that's against everything I stand for. That's not how I read poems. So this is what inspired this poem. I am not a poet. I am not a poet who cries at the ocean shore. I'm a poet who writes in the comfort of her own bed. But read with emotion, they say. Memorize, they say. I cannot do both, and I will not do both. I cannot do both at once. You get one or the other, but never both. And maybe sometimes neither. The way I write poems is weird. I wait till last minute for one spark of inspiration, choosing starters from a notes app full of good ideas, one spark, but none of them have that good poem feeling. Poems too short for my comfort, yet my lines are too long. I'm known for my monotone reading of long, audacious poems about love and heartbreak and social conformity. I am not a poet who sits at graves conversing with crows. I'm a teenage girl talking into this mic. But do I really mean any of it? Have I experienced enough to write about it? How can I, out of all people, voice an opinion on something I myself have not fully experienced yet to its true effect? I barely came out of the womb 16 years ago. That's not enough time for me to be the newfound Shakespeare, Poe, Dickinson, or Angelo. I had a late start. It's far too late to catch up, but I am not a poet. I'm standing here with sweaty palms, eyes glued to my phone. I joined the club freshman year, became president sophomore year, and I'm one of the social media managers. But I don't know how to write poetry. Who am I kidding? I haven't even experienced enough to scratch the surface of good poetry. What even is good poetry? Who determines that? Not me, not you, especially not him. So I will read my monotone poems, unmemorized, about things I know very little about, as I write my own version of good poetry. I am not a poet, but I do write good poetry.
All right.
Can we have Valerie Salinas and Joanne, if you're here, line up right here. And Valerie, if you're here, come up on stage.
Okay, so hi, good night,
It's about what I remember from my childhood, which, as you'll see, will not be very much. Okay. To mini-me. I close my eyes and see a picture. A mini-me running through my head. I remember what she looks like. I don't remember what she likes. I remember very little, and I wish I could tell you why. I remember she likes to read. I know this because so do I. You see, I read lots, and I hear lots too. I read that the brain is magic. I hear it chooses what memories to keep. And so I wonder why it is that my brain decided she wasn't meant to be. I remember when she was sad, and I remember when she was afraid. I remember when she cried, tears of anger and fury streaming down her face. But why is it, brain, that she is never excited? Did she never feel the joy of a rising sun? Did she not experience happiness? Why is it that in my memories she is meek and sad and angry at everyone? That wasn't her. That isn't her. Perhaps that is me. Maybe my bitterness has soaked up all the happy tales she worked to create. I'm sorry, Mini-Me. I don't know why I've done this. I miss you, and I miss the world you lived in. I miss the world you tried to keep safe. But I'm afraid it's time to grow up. The world you lived in doesn't exist anymore. I'm very sorry. I wish it did. I wish I could go back. I wish that things were different. I wish I remembered what you liked. I wish I remembered why you liked it. All I can seem to recall is moments of extreme sadness. I remember times you were anxious. I remember times you doubted life. I'm very sorry, Mini-Me. I don't remember much else. I'm certain you were happy. I hope that you were happy. I promise to work hard. I'll build back what I've destroyed. I'll remember what made you happy. I'll remember why it made you happy. I really miss you, Mini-Me. My message to you is coming to an end. I don't know where you're at. I don't know if you'd like to see me. I don't know if you'd be proud of who I am today. But Mini-Me, I am proud of you. And I just want you to know that it's okay. It's okay if you don't want to see me. So dear memories, please keep her safe. She's worked quite hard. Please keep her safe and please bring her world back. After all, I've just promised to remember what she liked. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Can I get Joan to the stage?
This is a poem I wrote and it's dedicated to someone that's really important to me. It's called I Love Walking. I love walking a lot. I used to hate it walking home from school every day, tired out of my mind. Cold or hot, rainy or waves of heat, I hated it all. You asked if I wanted to go to the park with you, and of course the only answer was yes. I thought about walking out of my own free will, unforced, but I did show you my best. We walked to the park, got ice cream too. We talked or just simply relaxed when there was nothing else to do. The hours were never enough, it all felt so limited. No matter how much we walked from then on, I never hated it. I enjoyed walking even alone, making wishes on dandelions that held my hopes. Hopes of nothing changing, that the park was forever. We moved on from that park onto things even better. I showed you a spot of mine, some nice food and drinks, a bit further from the park, but gave more time to think. Think about the things that we both wanted to share, secrets that you and I no longer had to bear. I like putting flowers on the sidewalks into your hair, and you let it stay, not that the wind really cares. You smile and I think I could walk on forever. If forever had you in it, that's all I desire. So yes, I love walking, I have for some time. You've changed that part of me forever, but I don't think to mine.
Now, give it up for our next presenter, Brady.
Leilani Prieto, Michael Preciado, and Josephine Wallens. And guys, when you finish your poem, please stay on the stage. Don't cross the speaker, it gives feedback. And then come in from this side. Line up on this side. Okay. Our first poet, Kimberly Ortiz Ortega.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Ortiz Ortega. My poem's title is Bittersweet Goodbye. I leave behind my home for quieter streets, belonging for Ali's energy. Missed the walks with friends after school, passing by Echo Park, memories that were made. Warm as my mom's pozote. Hacienda Heights like a gentle mother, classrooms in LA like energetic conductors. Hacienda Street energy, peacefully soothing, quietly reassuring. Miss the long combos with neighbors that made my day, a strong community where energy is everywhere. I'll take the traffic, city lights, and festivals where LA's energetic pulse every day or any day. LA fuels creativity, Echo Park's past where everything took their place.
Thank you so much. Just a reminder, there are snacks back there being sold to support Poetry Club. Also, buy your tickets for dramas, improv, Mitch. It's tomorrow. Grab your tickets while you still can. October 16th, also, choir show. Also, buy your tickets online, $6. Okay. Thank you, Melody, for sharing. What a lovely poem. Our next presenter is Leilani Prieto.
I'm not going to give you guys a lot of context for this because I wrote it a while ago and I don't even fully understand what I was on about to begin with. It seems pretty deep though, so let's just get into it. Am I dead? Have the nerves that run through my body finally stopped working? Constantly feeling every surface around me. Has my mind stopped thinking? Has my heart stopped beating? Has my skin finally ran cold? Does my body finally rest, motionless? My nerves are gone. My skin is cold to me, yet hot to the touch. In my head, my heart has stopped beating. Yet, when you place your fingers against my neck, you feel the steady pulse. So why can't I feel it? Why have my fingertips gone cold? Why has my mind stopped thinking? My heart has stopped feeling. I can't feel your touch no matter how much I beg to. I can't feel your affirmations. In my head, my blood has clotted. It has clumped together and started attacking its home, my body. I have pushed down and pushed away the clots, dropping them below my knees. The only way I know how to deal with them, they're unnoticeable now. Just as the feeling of your fingers against mine are unnoticeable, or your touch, your love, I've gone so long forcing myself to ignore the blood clots that I now ignore my body. I ignore my mind, and I ignore you. I want my heart to beat. I want to feel the warmth of your hand against my shoulder. I want to feel. I would have dealt with the blood clots had I knew how to when they first formed. I would have cut myself open. I would have taken them out by hand if it meant I could hear your words in the way you intended them. I would process the blood clots. I would notice them, and I would think about them. I no longer want to wonder if I'm dead, or why my heart has stopped beating, why my mind has stopped thinking. I want to feel, and I want to love. I want my skin to be warm, and my nerves to feel the surfaces around me. I want to feel my heart beat. Thank you.
Let's give another round of applause to that poem. It was so good. Our next poet up is Michael Preciado.
May 2024. I want to be one of the fastest runners in cross country this year. I want to get my driver's license and drive myself to school. I want to be a better son, grandson, nephew, brother, cousin, a better friend, a better boyfriend. September 2024. I'm not one of the fastest runners in cross country, but that's okay. I failed my driver's test. Twice, actually. But that's okay. I make mistakes in my relationships all the time. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm not the fastest on my team, but I've reconnected with my friends and gotten closer with them. I can't drive myself to school, but my mom and grandma get to drive me, and I've had conversations. It's gifted me with more conversations, more time with them that I wouldn't have had. Yes, I make mistakes in my relationships, but if I did everything perfect, I wouldn't have any room to grow. Yes, failures and mistakes will make me feel bad, but I've started to realize that I'm spending all my time worrying about my problems and things not going how I planned, that I'm blinded, missing those good things around me. So that's what I'm trying to learn now. For when the times are hard and I'm feeling down, to see those good things.
Anyways, thank you for sharing that great poem. Up next we have the last poet I'll be presenting. Hello? Okay. The last poet I'll be presenting, and also the next presenter, Josephine Wan.
Hi, I'm Ashley, the secretary, you know? All right, so I wrote this poem when I only had 2 hours of sleep, so bear with me. It's called Happiness Is. Happiness is the feeling of being loved. Happiness is the feeling of being accepted. Happiness is the feeling of being held tight. Happiness is the feeling of knowing you are needed. Happiness is the feeling of self-love. However, happiness is not constant. Happiness is a feeling that is fleeting with time. Happiness needs pain to be a comparison. Happiness needs pain so it isn't taken for granted. Happiness may be temporary, but so is pain. Happiness can't exist without pain, and pain without happiness. Okay, as you know, I'm your next presenter. I know you can't get rid of me. Next up is Alina Asensio.
Hello, I'm Alina, and my poem is called Wonder. That is something I've always done as a child. I wondered why I wasn't as happy, why I didn't enjoy the popular things, why I was so different. I wondered what made me this way, what caused me to feel like this, what made this happen. I wondered how depression chose me as a child, and I wondered how I persevered through it by myself. All that wondering led to something greater. My wonder turned into curiosity as I began to learn what happiness is, causing me to begin chasing a lifestyle that would in turn fulfill my dreams. My dreams overtook my life, and my curiosity grew into determination. Determination to live, to thrive, to satisfy. Determination to be free, to survive, to be me. I am now happy with where I am and who I am, all because I wondered. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna call the next few poets up, so please line up on the side of the room. Omar, Anaí, and Jaden, please. Okay, next up, we have Omar Alvarez.
I wrote this mainly on my phone because I didn't know we were supposed to turn it on paper. I'm sorry, guys. But mine's in Spanish because that's my primary language and that's the only one I really know how to write it anymore. So it may suck, but I'm sorry if it does, but the title of this poem is Un fuente de luz. Un fuente de luz es que yo conocí cuando yo estuve abajo como un piedras en tri. Mi fuente de luz me dio una razón, otra más para vivir. Y cuando se fue esa fuente de luz, yo ya no podía ir a donde siempre tiene. Fuente de luz, ya no regresas, porque necesito avanzar sin ti. Thank you very much.
back. So please support the Poetry Club. I know you're probably tired of hearing that. You heard it from 3 people already. Next up is Anaï Tututu.
Hello, my name is Anaï, and my poem is about my reason why, like my motivation for this year. Okay, so senior year weighs heavy on my chest, 1,000 things, no time for rest. Senior year's been rough, no doubt, so much to handle, I'm worrying out. But Mom and Dad, I see it clear, all you've done to get me here. Your teachings, they guide my way in every task and every day. I see how much you've sacrificed, so I push through no matter the price. Some nights I cry, it feels too tough, but your support makes me strong enough. So I keep pushing for all you've done, hoping to make you proud when it's all won.
Sorry, she wanted a high five. Last, for me presenting, is Jaden Rodriguez.
Change is a silent force, a shifting wind that whispers, turns leaves from green to gold, and lets them fall gently to earth. We resisted at first, clinging to the familiar, fading echo of who we were before the world moved beneath us. But transformation is in the breaking, in the shedding of old skins, in the slow unraveling of certainty, until we stand bare in the unknown. There is beauty in this unraveling, in the quiet surrender to what we cannot hold. We are not the same, and that is the point. New roots stretch, unseen as we grow toward the sun, toward something vast and nameless, something only change can teach us.
Great poem, great poem. I am Jacob. Again, I am the treasurer and social media manager, and I am the next MC. Can we have Leilani Maldonado up next?
Hey guys! Okay, so this one is kind of crazy. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. This one's about friendship, okay? So for all your friends, look them in the eye. This one's for you. Okay? Okay, the art of friendship. So many people seem to be in a rush to have a boyfriend or girlfriend, but did you ever take a moment to appreciate just how important and special your friends are? This poem is dedicated to beautiful friendships. They are enough. I grew up watching TV, streaming services like PBS Kids, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Discovery Kids. Shows like Amazing World of Gumball, Sid the Science Kid, Teen Titans, and the Wildcrats. I know y'all like the green one. Yup. These shows shaped the person I am today, but let me tell you, these shows raise my standards pretty high. Always admiring duos like Starfry and Raven, Light and Dark, Gumball and Darwin, Chaos and Calm, Peck and Cat, Questions and Answers, The Rock and Kevin Hart, tall, muscular, handsome, and short. You talk, I listen. We solve our problems in the best of ways, our little chats throughout the days. Like sun and moon, we both take turns. Both being crazy, we never learn. To be a duo just like the movies is my dream that I won't hold Lucy. Now, enough with the rhymes. I don't want to waste time. But I do have one more thing to say. In the TV universe, there are many duos. So for our universe, Josephine, will you be my duo at homecoming? Don't hide from me. Come here. So is it a yes or a no? Yes, he said yes! I don't know who's next, y'all, but y'all gotta top that.
We all together just go, aww. Alright, next can we have Cruz Miramontes.
Alright. I made this one. It's called Dreams, and okay, I'm gonna start right now. Alright. To reach the stars, to go beyond Mars, a journey that will leave great scars, a sequence of events that will leave you wanting to vent. Never bound, but always found doing your best. Time and hard work, climb to greatness. Never forget why, because this means so much to you. Because this is what you were made to do. Because you can feel in your heart that you want nothing else. And to give up, and to never give up. For this is life's purpose.
Next, we have Sofia Sanchez.
Hello, my name is Sophia. My title is Puppy Love. As the universe brings to me an angel I see. So loving, so kind, a love that makes me so blind. I wait to see you every day, like a person waiting for the wrong train. Being by your side fills me with joy I can't ignore. These feelings I can't contain, for I love you in many ways.
Okay, now I'm reading Mr. Contreras' really great English teacher handwriting. Is next MC Checo? Yeah? Checo? The next MC?
Yes, Checo,
Give me the paper, please. Jacob, can I have the paper? Our next, can I just call up the next 4 presenters? Can we get Morelli, Karen, Alexis, and Viet to line up on this side? And Morelli, you can just come over here. Give a hand to Morelli.
Just a disclaimer, hold up, I should probably get my phone out. I tried to memorize this poem, which I wrote this morning, with a burst of inspiration. And cut me some slack, I'm gonna be trying to say a couple lines and then translating it into Spanish because this poem is dedicated to my dad. I call my dad papi in the same way I call my mom mami. Llamo a mi papá mi papi en la misma manera que llamo a mi mamá mami. I call my dad papi the same way I call my mom's mom abuelita, in the same way I call my mom's dad abuelito, in the same way I call my dad's mom abuelita chava. Llamo a mi papá papi en la misma manera que llamo a la mamá de mi mamá abuelita, en la misma manera que llamo al papá de mi mamá abuelito, en la misma manera que llamo a la mamá de mi papá abuelita chava. I call my dad papi because he loves every single one of his children with all of his heart. Llamo a mi papá papi porque ama a todos sus hijos con todo su corazón. I call my dad papi because he works to keep our family fed and we live in luxury. Llamo a mi papá papi porque no trabaja para mantener a su familia y vivimos en lujo. The luxury of his unconditional love bundling every single one of us. El lujo de su amor incondicional y su comodidad que abraza a todos nosotros. I call my dad papi because when he comes home after work,
After a tired day where his arms are swinging by his feet, his big calloused hands are heavy, he uses them to hug us. Llamo a mi papá papi porque cuando llega a casa cansado de trabajo, con sus manos ya colgando por sus pies, sus manos grandes y callosas y pesadas, los usan para abrazarnos a todos. I call my dad papi because when he comes home from work tired, he gives us a kiss on the cheek to tell us hello and I'm back. Llamo a mi papá papi porque cuando regresa del trabajo cansado, nos da un beso en el cachete para decirnos hola y que ya ha llegado. I call my dad papi because he taught my siblings and I to care for each other and for others. Llamo a mi papá, mi papi, porque me enseñó a mí y a mis hermanos a cuidarnos a nosotros y a otros. I call my dad papi because he taught me to respect myself. Llamo a mi papá mi papi porque me enseñó a respetarme a mí misma. I call my dad papi because he taught me the importance of trying hard in school. Llamo a mi papá mi papi porque me enseñó a echarle ganas a la escuela. I call my dad papi because he brings flowers and chocolates home on the days you don't expect. Llamo a mi papá papi porque nos trae flores y chocolates en los días que no esperamos. I call my dad papi because he brings Valentine's cards written uniquely for every single one of his children and his wife. Llamo a mi papá papi porque escribe letras cada día de San Valentín para cada uno de sus hijos y para su esposa. I call my dad papi because he was never just a father. Llamo a mi papá papi porque nunca solamente fue un padre. Te amo.
So Joseph Munoz, can you come over here?
Hi, my name is Joseph Munoz. My poem's called Feelings from the Field. I wear a mask, but I'm no hero. When they ask about my friends, I think maybe zero. I'm a fake, but no less real than the rest. I hide behind a mask, or if not a mask, then a helmet. I'm a player playing in a man's game. On or off the field, it controls my life and it haunts my dreams and it clouds my thoughts. Football makes the pain and longing to be accepted and the anger and hate I store cleanse my soul like a breath of fresh air. It's the only thing that truly fulfills anything I've ever done. Football is still newly discovered by myself. I've been through a lot since my path began, and it's all worth it. I will not let my journey end until I've shown the people I've disappointed or those who look down on me that football is the only thing I need and it can heal me. I believe being a player is better than being myself. My peers, even the ones I look up to, speak of my downfall as if they speak about the weather. They say they'd rather believe that I'm not needed, that I hurt more than I help, that I'm a bench starter. I believe they have validity in their words. But if the important perspectives have seen it so, why am I still here? Why have I not been let go? I wear a mask because my true self is afraid of going all out and being left with nothing. I wear a mask because I'm self-destructive. That's why I decide to be someone I'm not, someone who doesn't disappoint. I see now that the path is football. I walk, and now the path is as unclear as a gaping chasm in my soul. So I'm trying to find my way to myself, but I only find myself on the wrong side of the field.
That was really good. Okay. Next, can we get Karen to come over?
My name is Karen Castro, and I'll be standing in the back after this in case anyone wants to buy me nachos. The name of my poem is Who I've Become. When I was 4, I went to Disneyland looking around the park, I hugged a woman who I thought was my mom, and that made me who I am. When I was 5, I went to a party. I didn't know anyone and sat alone. A girl came up and tagged me, and that made me who I am. When I was 9, I went to Big Bear. My dad jumped over a river. I tried to do the same, but fell in instead, and that made me who I am. When I was 10, I loved Harry Potter. I wish I'd owned the set. My teacher then bought it for me, and that made me who I am. These fragments of my experiences are woven with many lessons, the ones that sculpted me as a person and helped me make decisions. Like to be aware of my surroundings, be considerate of those around me, and not to follow everyone's steed and make a difference in people's lives. I wonder what other experiences I have yet to learn from. The grudges I hold, the stories untold, there's many more to come. How about the experience of me standing here today? Will I remember how frightened I felt or the courage I displayed? I guess I'll find out in a few years, months, or days. Thank you.
That was good. I like that one. Okay. Next up, can we get Alexis? Okay, we can't find Alexis. Okay, yeah, get over here.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How's everyone night going so far? Alright, well, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Viet, and my poem is called Something You Should Know, inspired by Clint Smith. Something you should know is that I'm a walking contradiction, a combination of flamboyance and masculinity. I am Viet. A man of two worlds, heavy hands and a pretty face. From wrestling practice to taking care of my hair, from dropping heads to the mat and doing my skincare. I am Viet. Not any different, but unique, where strength and style intertwine, people look in disbelief at the wrestling team captain here at Los Altos High School. You don't look like a wrestler, you don't look like a fighter. I said you don't have to pick and choose, why not do both? People choose one path and see it as a one-way street. Viet found balance, broke the mold, defied the norm, and lives life his own way. Been fighting and wrestling all my life. Montgomery, Mark, and Bruce, I'm pretty as a girl, some may say. Gets you a man that can do both. A fighter and wrestler that cares about his clothes. A fashionable fighter. A man of duality. I am Viet. Thank you all so much. Have a good night.
Of course you did. That's the problem. I made one like that too. And so did every other AP Literature student in this room. Yeah! Okay, so I'd like to pass the mic to our next presenter. Joan!
All right. So our next presenter is Maya Dorado.
My first time sharing a poem instead of just watching like I usually do. And I actually wrote this poem right after last year's poetry night, so it's been collecting dust for a while. I did edit it, so let me just start. The title of this poem is called I Am a White Girl. I'm a white girl? And I don't mean this to offend any of the actual white girls in the audience. I swear, I love you guys. It's more of a title I give to myself. It's supposed to be ironic because I am biologically fully Mexican. Shocking, I know. I feel as if I can never truly claim that title. For many reasons. One being, if you look at me, I don't really look like it that much. Not only am I the palest of my family, I know these lights are doing me horrendous, probably washing me out more than I already am. That doesn't help the fact that I've been crying for the past
few minutes thanks to Morelli's poem. Another reason being I don't speak Spanish, like at all. I mean, I can say a few well-known phrases, I can string them together, I can read brochures and safety labels, but if I ever really tried to speak it, I know I'd be made fun of horrendously. If I'm ever actually able to learn it. And the biggest reason to me is that I am not close to my culture. I don't have any traditions that are culturally well practiced by others. No stories of a childhood that others seem to relate to each other with. I have nothing. And that's why I feel as if I'm not Mexican. And it's not that I'm embarrassed. God, no. I feel as if I am not good enough or Mexican enough, whatever that's supposed to mean. I feel as if I bring nothing to the table. I am going with empty hands, ones that are supposed to be filled with traditions I do not practice, food I cannot make, a childhood widely regarded as not the Mexican experience, stories I will never experience, and a culture I feel an imposter in because I cannot even speak the language that comes with it. It's a bit long. And it's not anyone's fault but my own. Because no one is telling me that I am not good enough. Well, at least not directly to my face. It's me. It's me telling my friends that I'm basically a white girl whenever I try to pronounce a word in Spanish. And they'll make fun of me. And I mean, I laugh with them. So I'll be the first one to make fun of the way I try to pronounce my words. And I even exaggerate it so people will think I'm not trying my best. Whenever I say Montebello instead of Montebello, and because that's how I was raised to say it. And I know you'll probably make fun of me now, even the way I try to say it, but I'd rather laugh with others on how I purposely said it wrong than be laughed at for trying my best. And I'm not actually Mexican because I am not that little Mexican girl who had to learn English as a second language at the age of 5. I did not have to translate words to my parents they did not understand. I am not my family's hope of being the first to college. I am not first generation, or second, or third, or fourth. And that might be some other little girl's experience, but it is not mine. I grew up in Hacienda Heights my whole life, with a mom and a dad who both were the first to go to college for their families. Raised in a 2-story household that only spoke English, that only ever had family either in Riverside or somewhere in Texas because we aren't close to the ones in Mexico. I am not Mexican enough. My name is Maya Dorado. I'm a girl who cannot pronounce her last name correctly, and I am their white daughter. The white daughter of a strong Chicana mother from Zacatecas, and of a consistently hard-working father from Jalisco. And I know you'll still make fun of me, given I cannot pronounce the names of the places that my blood is from. But what did you expect? I mean, I am a white girl, aren't I? Thank you.
What a beautiful poem by Maya Dorado. Okay, can I get our next speakers to line up, please? Our next speakers will be Madison Chavez and Ro Vadell. So please line up. And our next speaker will be Madison Chavez.
So, my name is Madison Chavez, and I wrote this poetry and was kind of editing it right now. And my title is, How Do You Let Go? What is it like trying to let go? Is it like being weighted down by the earth? What is it? It's actually more than that. It feels like you're trapped. It feels like a voice ringing in your ears and something that sits in your mind. It tells you if you're wrong or right, but you continue to tell yourself you're strong. Things like, oh, you got this, you can do it. But things that you also say like, why hold on? They don't care anymore. Just let go. That's what's really hard about all of this. You sit in a pit that makes you wonder, what went wrong with everything? What fell apart? Just maybe hoping it goes away. Hoping it's something you can forget, how leaves flow in the wind. Hoping, just hoping, things can go back to how they were. It's so hard that it's even embarrassing to admit. It's so painful that it cuts you deep in on the inside. Just one thing, just something, maybe a day where it's just gone. After all this, what happens? Is it emptiness that fills you? Is it pain? What happens? Maybe it's both, but that's the feeling and wonder of letting go.
Well, I love that one. Very beautiful, very nice. And now for our next speaker and the last one that I will be announcing, Raul Bilal.
Hello, my name is Raul Vidal, and my poem's name is Fear. It freezes you like ice, but it feels like you're melting on the inside. Since the beginning, it alone has saved billions, stopping them in their tracks. If you answer it, you will live, but you will be as yellow as the sun, and your head will weigh as much as an elephant. Fleeting eyes stabbing you. To overcome fear is to unchain yourself. Sacrificing safety for freedom. You can walk on the stars, but all still fall. Once you are unchained, don't lose the key, because if you do, the chains will bring you back.
That was beautiful, guys. Really loved it. All right, our last announcer will be
I know, I saw that. The paper says Chiro. Who is that? Who wrote this? Who wrote this thing? I would like to speak to you. Before I announce the next and last two poets, I would like to, can we get a round of applause for everybody who has presented tonight? Additionally, I would like to thank you as the audience for showing up and listening. It is really hard for people to be vulnerable, so they really want people to listen. This is their only chance sometimes. So, thank you guys. Could I get Nicholas and Marcos to the side, please? I'll wait for you guys to get up there. All right, our next poet up is Nicholas.
It is. Okay, so it's when will you take a risk and jump for what you deserve? If you think you'll miss the ledge, then you're already falling. Your mind can beat any expectation in your head. You're the only one who can do what you can do. You're the show, so act like it. Keep rising to the challenge. Being tired is just normal when you're going for it all. The rest is the importance in it. We become stronger once you rest in yourself and be better. Get the goal.
got some haters. Okay, so my poem is dedicated to my two best friends, Lux and Lila. And the title of the poem is called My Two L's, my two major L's. These two L's have done so much good, so much fun, so much pure joy for me. They've exceeded in so many ways that if I kept going on about them, this poem would begin to start getting boring. To me, it's as if I had won the friendship lottery. They're the sun to my dark night, the music to my quiet ears, the key to my locked away confidence. I love these two. The first L is my friend Lux. Where to begin with her? She's made me laugh, smile, and so many other words I simply can't write. I shared so much with her that she's practically become my journal. I share pain, sorrow, and even times I just feel like giving up. I also share when I'm happy, excited, and when I'm feeling confident. I admire her so much in simple terms. In more grander terms, it's not proper grammar, larger terms, she's the wind beneath my wings. So thank you, Lux. I love you so much. The second L is my friend Lila. She may not hear this a lot from me because she never wants to. So I'm saying it now. She's the toughest person I know, and the most sarcastic too. She's also the funniest person I know, but yet the most female B word I know too. See you over there. I bet most of you believe me. The truth is we joke around like that, so she's not a B word. And in the same way that I said about Lux, I have nothing but good to talk about her. Now, before this poem comes to an end, I never thought that these two people would be the most dear to me. And in all seriousness, these two have brought out a side of me that I never knew I had. So thank you guys. I truly mean it. I love you both. You mean the world to me. My two major L's in life.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this thing up. I'm gonna hand the mic back over to Mr. Contreras. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you. We're about to wrap it up right now. Shout out once more to all the Poetry Club. Please give them a big round of applause. Thank you, Max, on the 1 and 2s, DJ Desma. Okay, I'm gonna share one last poem with you, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Once I'm done, we're gonna do our traditional photo up here for everybody that set up, everybody that presented, everybody that wants to be in the photo. We usually do a traditional photo at the end of the event, okay, to wrap it up. So I just wanted to share this poem because I see a lot of you get stuck with people that are constantly dimming your light. I see you get stuck with somebody that was really fun in the beginning, and then they become very mean afterwards, and you're giving them forgiveness after forgiveness, and you allow them to push you down and degrade you and shut off that smile. So I write this poem as kind of like an anthem for you, that sometimes you need to let go, right? You're only as beautiful as you allow yourself to be, and if you get stuck with somebody that constantly turns off your light, you're gonna feel less beautiful every day. So this is a poem for all my students that are stuck in hallways fighting, okay? All right, this is called The Crack in Your Heart. You've been the calcium in my bones, the vitamin E in my skin, the blood pumping into my heart, but I'm tearing me away from you for good. Because you treated me like a fool, like a punching bag, like the gum stuck under your shoe. You plagued my mind like a mental disease that I haven't been able to cure. So I need to be the crack inside of your heart. As soon as the pain starts, you'll realize you need me like a rose needs the sun, like the sun needs outer space, like outer space needs matter once I leave this place of dwelling.
You took me for granted like the air inside of your lungs. You ruined it all by pushing me into the corner of your cage. But all my pain will end today because I'm going to bury you like a seed and never water you again. I'm going to be the sun that never shines on you. I'm going to be the oxygen that never infuses one single cell in your body with energy. And after I leave you, you'll become the moon that tries to orbit me as if I were the earth. You'll come back running to me like a lost child after knowing my worth. But I'll keep to myself, push you away even when it hurts, because you don't deserve my attention, my affection, or my love. I'm ripping you from the center of my universe and I'm placing myself there instead. So I'm breaking your heart to mend my own in return. Thank you. Yes, all right. Desma, Mike. Thank you. The Desma. Check. If any of you want a copy of that and read it to your boyfriend or girlfriend, I don't know, just let me know. Okay, I got your back. All right. I support change. All right. Okay. Play a song maybe, and then thank you all for being here. Round of applause to all of you for being here. Thank you to the audio production crew for recording this event. Thank you, Mr. Garcia.